All right. Well, you know, the unemployment lines, they are getting longer every day. Just since January, listen to this, 760,000 jobs have been eliminated. More layoffs are expected, and college graduates are flooding the job market. So if ever there was a time for answers, it is now. So let's get right to it, because April Fawcett Nagel, the CEO of FirstPro's Staffing and Executive Search, is here in studio to talk about actually where the jobs are. I'm telling you, people are listening very closely because there's a lot of people out there who need them. So what sectors are hiring right now?
I think medical is still strong. IT is still strong. Accounting and finance, administrative and office support. The government still hiring.
In fact, speaking of the government, I understand the next 8 years about 2/3 of the government's employees will retire.
Absolutely.
So there's going to be a lot of openings there.
A lot of openings. And, you know, if you have to think outside the box now, that's an area you might want to check out.
Okay, so when you're thinking about going in and really not just having a good interview, but getting the job, how do you go about doing that? I mean, what's the best way? You say think like an employer.
Absolutely. You have to think like an employer and a business owner. How do you want to package yourself to appeal to what they're looking for? You know, they want to know, can you do the job? Will you do the job? What do you bring to the table? Do you fit in our company culture? And you really need to think like they do and determine what value you're bringing to the company. You know, you have to be prepared now more than ever before for an interview.
And be adaptable in the sense, I mean, you may go in wanting something, but you might have to end up doing a couple other things.
Flexibility, big time in this market. You know, you may have to accept a position, a little less compensation, a little less prestige, a little lesser job title than you're used to, but lots of opportunity down the road.
A lot of people, when it comes to finding that job, they'll just flood the market with resumes. It's kind of like fishing. You send it out there, you see who, you know, you catch maybe, perhaps, but is that enough? I mean, just sending out a resume, is that enough?
You know, I find that many times is never enough in any market, but today it's impossible. You've got to work those contacts. You've got
So don't be afraid to call them.
Absolutely. You've got to go be prepared to have your answers in place.
There's a fine line between pestering and being assertive.
There is, and you don't want to sound desperate, even in desperate times. So, you know, the follow-up letters, follow-up thank yous, where you can reiterate what experience you're bringing to the table, how much you're interested in the job. People underestimate that expressing an interest in the job and wanting to take it to the next level. That's what the company's looking for. They want someone who wants to work for them.
And quickly, for college students, a lot of them looking at the markets thinking, oh my goodness, am I going to get a job once I get my diploma?
They're going to get a job, but the education doesn't make it automatic, and they too have to adjust their expectations. And if they're in a position where maybe they need to live at home another year,
say it isn't so. You know they're not liking this.
Get out, and you know, get some internships in their field.
Make those connections, because a lot of times it's not what you know, it's who you know.
It's who you know, and it's that experience is invaluable, and it's going to put them ahead of the pack. You know, that's the other key thing. You've got to stand out from your competition, because the competition is a little tougher today.
Absolutely. April Fawcett Nagel, thanks so much for speaking with us today. Some good advice, some sound advice. Appreciate it. So, are you worried about your job? That's the email question today. Email us, weekends@cnn.com, and we're going to read some of your responses a little bit later on CNN Saturday morning.
All right. Betty, I wonder if my mom would let me move back in right now.
Probably not.
Probably not. All right.
Don't think so.
Well, all right.